Okay, so for this week, we are going to be learning about angles, lots of vocabulary, things you should already know, like everybody knows that this is a point. So these are just, geometry involves lots of vocabulary. So you definitely want to know what a point is. You want to know what a line is. It goes infinitely in two directions. Make sure you know the difference between a line segment, and a ray. And these are on the guides that I give you. An angle is formed with two rays that share a common endpoint. You can see here that the ray has an endpoint and goes infinitely in one direction. Line segments have two endpoints. And like I said, lines go infinitely in both directions. Intersecting lines make an X. They also make what is called vertical angles, which are congruent to each other. And perpendicular angles make a T. Right angles are 90 degrees. And parallel lines just go, they never intersect, but they go in the same direction, and they make straight lines, which are 180, which you will also learn when we're going over angles. So when you name angles, name them along the lines ABC, CBA. The vertex is where they meet. You can name an angle by its vertex or by a number, if there's a number there. So you would never name this angle ACB or CAB. You go along the lines of the angles. When using a protractor, make sure you always put the vertex at the center dot here. And you can measure it, left to right or right to left. You can see here the bottom is for right to left, top is for left to right. They also have circle protractors that go full 360, and you also want to put the vertex at the center dot. So you can see this angle is 120 degrees. This angle here is 60. Some vocabulary you definitely want to know. Acute angles are less than 90 degrees. You can think of it as like a cute little angle. Right angles are 90. Obtuse angles are greater than 90, but less than 180, because straight lines are always 180. Reflex angles are greater than 180, but less than 360, and a full turn is 360. This we will go over in the next section as well, but just know that adjacent angles are next to each other. Vertical angles are across. They're also congruent. Complementary angles make 90 degrees together. Supplementary make 180 together, always. We'll learn more about angle relationships next time. So this is an angle bisector. If you split an angle in half, it pretty much makes, it's like cutting a piece of pie and perfectly in half. They are congruent on both sides. You can measure angles in degrees or radians, but you're not going to see radians until you get to more advanced geometry and trigonometry and things. We will be measuring angles in degrees, like 110 degrees. All right, so let's practice some problems together. This is the measuring angles unit. You can go through the individual quizzes here. You can practice as much as you like. If you want, you can watch the videos, but let's go to the unit test and overall do a review of this unit. This unit is very simple. Okay, so how many degrees would this angle be? Well, it's a reflex angle. It's almost a full circle, so it's going to be close to 360, because remember, a full circle is 360. Which of these is greater? Well, think of it like an alligator mouth. Which alligator mouth is open bigger? This one, right? It's closer to a straight line more than that one. Construct a 130-degree angle. So we're going to start at the 0 and go to 130. You can also start at like 100 and go and add 130 to that, as long as you construct a 130-degree angle. This here is a line, right? Angles look like this. Line segments have the two endpoints. We know this is a point, and rays look like this. So know the difference between all of these, like I mentioned earlier. How would we name this angle? We would name it EAD or DAE. They gave us EAD as an option. How many degrees is this angle? 120, very simple. What type of angle is this? Well, it's less than 90 degrees. It's not a right angle. It's not greater than 90. It's a cute little angle. Cute. What is the measure of X? Well, if this is 30 and that's 45, then I just add them together and I get 75. That's how big angle X is as an entire thing. how many degrees are in 1/3 of a full turn? So if I have a full circle, which is 360, divide that by 3. That'll get you 120. 120 plus 120 plus 120, which is 120 is 1/3 of a full turn. Add it together, that gets right back to 360. This angle starts at 50 and goes to 85, so that's 35 degrees. Pretty simple unit. Learn the vocabulary, practice as much as you can on Khan Academy. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and good luck.